Prince Harry and Meghan have been brutally roasted on Saturday Night Live by Colin Jost during his Weekend Update sketch. Let's take a look.
NBC has announced plans for a spin-off to the hit series Suits, which will be set in Los Angeles. It will focus on Meghan Markle's character's struggle to balance her legal career while also caring for an unemployed immigrant.
Everybody thought that was pretty funny. No, nobody wants these two. If you read the comment section, everybody in the States is like, please take them back to the UK. I don't think that they have remotely any clue as to how unpopular they truly have become.
What if a single punchline on live TV could crack a carefully polished fairy tale? The audience at 30 Rock roared when Colin Jost, grinning into the Weekend Update camera, quipped that Britain would gladly trade every American company for one condition: that we keep these two. A photo of Prince Harry and Meghan flashed overhead. Laughter spilled through living rooms around the world. On the surface, it was classic SNL banter, but within hours, comment sections lit up with a deeper question. Why did that joke feel like a gut punch of truth? A punchline, after all, is only dynamite if the fuse is already smoldering. And for months, the internet had been stockpiling dry tinder, old yacht photos, vanished social media posts, and whispers of friendships erased by non-disclosure agreements. Jost's jab simply tossed in the match. That same weekend, Meghan posted a tender Mother's Day snapshot. Her arms around Archie and Lily, sun-soft smiles, a moment any parent would treasure. Yet the contrast was stark. The SNL clip replayed in endless loops beside her gentle Instagram feed, and casual viewers felt an odd whiplash, two dueling narratives, both polished, neither quite sinking. When the public senses that gap, curiosity spikes. Online sleuths dove headfirst into the archives. They resurfaced a grainy Mediterranean yacht picture from the early 2010s. Champagne flutes, mirrored shades, industry power players, and at the center a woman bearing an uncanny resemblance to pre-royal Meghan. No crime, no scandal. Just a glamorous afternoon. Still, the timing of the shot overlapped with a period she'd later describe as a hand-to-mouth hustle. Critics wondered aloud, was the rise really a fairy tale leap or a strategic climb on a very specific ladder? Supporters pushed back. They called the photo ancient history, an actress networking like everybody else in Hollywood. Yet rumors persisted because the image had once floated freely online and then discreetly vanished. Links broke. Tags disappeared. Entire blogs purged mention of the party. Silence can feel like choreography, and choreography breeds suspicion. Meanwhile, brand new ventures painted a glossy present. After the Spotify deal fizzled, the couple pivoted toward Netflix docu-plans and Meghan's fresh lifestyle label, American Riviera Orchard. The messaging spoke of authenticity, hand-penned jam labels, barefoot garden shoots, but critics heard a pitch deck more than a personal diary. Memes exploded. Harry and Meghan boarding private jets while shouting, "We want privacy," through cartoon megaphones, courtesy of a savage South Park episode that aired months earlier. Satire sharpened public skepticism faster than any tabloid headline ever could. Comedians smelt blood. Family Guy lobbed a quick grenade, calling the duo professionally lazy, before zooming off to its next target. Yet the broader sting came from unexpected places. Former colleagues politely declining interviews, stylists deleting throwback selfies, one ex-staffer alleging dehumanizing household dynamics. None of these fragments proved wrongdoing, but they formed a mosaic that looked nothing like the couple's curated Instagram grid. Pressure mounted in the royal orbit, too. Harry's legal bid for taxpayer-funded security in Britain collapsed. A high court ruling left him footing his own protection bill, a blow he called devastating. Soon after, Page 6 reported that Palace Trust had plummeted to below zero. A family source allegedly sighed, "Maybe there's room to forgive, but nobody's about to forget." Against that backdrop, every giggle over Colin Jost's line felt a bit darker. Late-night comedy had transformed a perception problem into primetime spectacle. Viewers who'd barely followed royal drama suddenly shared the same knowing laugh, as though let in on a secret club. These two aren't who they say they are. The next wave hit when Reddit detectives pieced together yacht guest lists, comparing them to casting call rosters and LA gala photos. Facial matching apps flagged familiar cheeks and jawlines. Archived screenshots, exposed captions, once brimming with inside jokes, now edited down to harmless emojis. Theories snowballed. Some fans insisted Meghan had simply cultivated the right mentors. Detractors claimed she'd storyboarded a royal finale years in advance. Truth or rumor, the debate itself kept audiences glued. Then came the silent strategy. No statement, no lawsuit, no cheerful podcast rebuttal. For a duchess who'd sued tabloid publishers and publicly corrected headlines, her new hush rang louder than any denial. Even previously chatty friends turned coy. Some murmured about NDAs, others ghosted completely. To algorithm-fed minds searching for resolution, the quiet looked less like dignity and more like damage control. Every story needs a tipping point. For many onlookers, it was the perceived hypocrisy of mega deals and Montecito lawns contrasted with complaints about paying private security. Sympathy seeped away. One viral commenter summed it up: victims don't usually have Netflix producers on speed dial. In stand-up circles, that sentiment was comedic gold. Irony polished to a mirror shine. South Park doubled down. Its caricatured Meghan dragged Harry through talk show confessionals, chanting, "We want privacy," before hijacking yet another spotlight. The episode's final shot, both royals adrift in a painfully ordinary suburb, blank-eyed and restless, captured a cultural verdict. Maybe it was never about escaping the glare, only about switching lenses. Back in the real world, the couple put on brave faces. They danced at Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter concert in LA, Harry planting a sweet cheek kiss on Meghan's selfie video. She later told author-turned-podcaster Jamie Kern-Lima, "That man loves me so much, look what we've built." The quote cycled through morning talk shows, but audience polling hinted at fatigue. Charming, yes, yet somehow scripted. A second rumor front opened when conspiracy corners dredged up mutual acquaintances between Meghan's pre-royal circle and controversial royal figures, namely Prince Andrew's jet-set set. Reports claimed overlapping fundraisers and shared yacht hosts, but hard evidence remained elusive. Still, the notion amplified chatter that Meghan's ascendance wasn't serendipity. As always, speculation thrived in the vacuum left by official silence. Influencers once eager to ride Sussex buzz now tread carefully. A travel blogger quietly deleted a 2014 yacht post. A stylist who'd gushed about Meghan's refreshing humility in 2018 abruptly set her account to private. YouTube deep dives stitched these micro-events into master narratives of image laundering. Whether accurate or not, each missing post became a breadcrumb, and crowdsourced investigators followed every crumb. The palace, for its part, watched from behind Balmoral, Stone, and Kensington walls, letting proxies leak minimal commentary. The strategy mirrored their timeless playbook: never complain, never explain. But in 2025's viral vortex, refusal to explain can look like tacit confirmation. That optics paradox now trapped not only the monarchy, but Meghan herself. Speak and feed the fire, stay silent and surrender the narrative. Meanwhile, a separate burn smoldered: Harry's memoir Backlash. Critics mocked its earnest prose, calling it robotic, achingly self-serious. Comedians latched on. Chris Rock riffed. "They asked how brown the baby might be. That's racist? Please." Even black families asked that at the baby shower.
They wanted to know how brown the baby was gonna be. They're so racist. They wanted to know how brown the baby's gonna be. I'm like, that's not racist. Because even black people want to know how brown the baby gonna be.
The jab echoed across TikTok stitches, compressing a nuanced discrimination claim into a punchline that fit 90 seconds. Each punchline mattered because comedy has no diplomatic filter. It says what polite pundits avoid. And when jokes crystallize doubt faster than op-eds, reputations shift at meme speed. Meghan's brand of polished empowerment, once bulletproof, now looked fragile, because if a single screenshot could topple part of the story, how sturdy was the rest? Supporters still defend her relentlessly, citing misogyny, xenophobia, racism, a press historically hostile to women who dare steer their own narrative. They remind everyone that yacht parties aren't crimes, and that networking is every actor's lifeline. Those points resonate until fresh screenshots surface, fueling the perception of selective transparency. Authenticity, like trust, is brittle once fissures appear. As summer headlines rolled in, Harry scheduled to speak at yet another mental health summit, Meghan hinting at an intimate podcast reboot, the public hovered between fascination and fatigue. Engagement metrics revealed a pattern. Spikes of outrage, waves of comedy edits, valleys of indifference, then another spike as the cycle repeated. High retention indeed, but retention fueled more by controversy than admiration. No one moment shattered the Sussex brand. Instead, thousands of microcracks. One SNL joke here, one vanished photo there, a shrug where a statement used to be, began mapping fault lines beneath their fairy tale. And the internet, relentless geologist that it is, kept tapping. So where does the story land tonight? Maybe Meghan's silence is strategic serenity, a refusal to feed trolls. Maybe it's a pause before a legal counterstrike. Or maybe, as skeptics claim, it's the tacit admission that some backstories sit better in soft focus than full glare. All we know for sure is that a late-night quip about keeping these two did what years of palace briefings, talk show tears, and carefully staged philanthropy couldn't. It made millions wonder whether the royal love story they bought was never actually for sale. And if one 8-second joke can pierce the armor, imagine what the next punchline might do.